Israel is fighting two wars right now. The first one, of course, is against Hamas. The second one is against the media, an information war. It has accused some news organizations of broadcasting propaganda and passing sensitive information to Israel's enemies. These claims have not been proven yet. Regardless, Israel wants to stay ahead of the curve. It has approved new regulations. They allow foreign news channels in Israel to be shut down temporarily during states of emergency. And that's not all. Israel has turned its soldiers into social media influencers. They're on the front lines, posting content on X, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, and driving public perception in this war. Our next report tells you more.
Islamic Jihad bombed a hospital in Gaza. The whole world immediately assumed it was an Israeli strike. No fact-checking, no making sure, no filtering information. Hamas set up a trap, and the international media fell for it. Instead of verifying the information, the media keeps publishing fake news.
What you just saw is a video posted on X, formerly known as Twitter, by the Israel Defense Forces. It shows a member of the Israeli army talking about the explosion and fire at the Al Ahli Arab Hospital in Gaza this week, claiming that the media organizations reported on the incident without fact-checking or filtering information. Here's what the video got right. Some news organizations did get facts wrong. They did blame Israel for the attack without proof. Like the New York Times, it now avoids Israeli involvement. The platform drew online flack over its bias. And hell hath no fury like the IDF scorned. So now it's taking matters into its own hands. Since the war began, Israel has wanted to shut down offices of Qatari news company Al Jazeera, claiming that it broadcasts propaganda and passes sensitive information to Israel's enemies. None of these claims have been proven yet, but Israel has passed new regulations that could close Al Jazeera's doors in the nation. The regulations allow foreign news channels in Israel to be shut down temporarily during a state of emergency like this one. It's clear that Israel is serious about this misinformation war. It's staying on top of media matters that shape public opinion. This tactic is almost as old as war itself. Governments have often used media or social media to win the information war. We've seen it in the war in Ukraine as well, where fake social media accounts, forged documents, and manipulated videos have flooded the internet. That's because media has the power to alter the perception, if not the path, of wars. The Vietnam War was described as the first television war. Thanks to TV, everyone had an opinion on the war. In fact, one of its many myths is that the war was lost by hostile American press coverage. In 1968, one of the most trustworthy news voices at the time, CBS anchor Walter Cronkite, told his audience that the war could not be won. His judgment resonated with millions, even with the then President Lyndon Johnson. A few weeks later, he announced that he would not seek re-election. It was a news coverage, the opinion of an anchor, that greatly contributed to shifting public opinion about a war. And now, Israel is using social media to present its side in this war. We showed you this video. It doesn't just blame the media, but blames the hospital explosion on the Palestinian Islamic Jihad.
Islamic Jihad bombed a hospital in Gaza.
That hasn't been conclusively proven, but this IDF video tries to sway public perception in Israel's favor. And this isn't an isolated case. Across social media channels, the IDF has been posting similar content, with military officers turning into influencers. They bust fake news, or so they claim. They draw a personal connect to drive home a message.
I am speaking to you as an Arab woman to Arab people, as an Arab Israeli officer in the IDF.
They even get creative. Since the war began, Israel has run about 30 ads to frame its narrative. And they have been viewed over 4 million times on X. The point is, wars are now fought not just on the battlefield, but also on the airwaves. The choice of language, images, and headlines all matter. As the fog of war covers the media landscape, the onus is on the messenger to not mislead.